and I was not able to finish this entire syllabus of 11th and 12th in just 1 year. What I need is 3 hours a day for every one of you, and you can manage other things also apart from your 3 hours. So if you do not have too much of time and you want to save your time, cover these topics specifically, because these topics are the one from which the questions will definitely come. You guys might know him, right? Yeah, that's me. But do you guys know who is he? That is also me. So guys, this is my photo, and that is from 12th class that I was preparing from ITG. And for this particular, I was very much challenged by chemistry, and especially organic chemistry was very tough to me, and I was not able to finish this entire syllabus of 11th and 12th in just 1 year. So what did I do? What kind of strategy did I follow in the last days so that I not just cleared the ITG, I am today teaching chemistry very well as an educator, Sanjay Arya sir. So guys, let us just start this strategy for all the people who are appearing for JEE Main 2025. Your exam date has come, and according to that, I have made a very beautiful plan that will definitely work out, and I want you people to follow my block strategy. What is this block strategy, everyone? So basically, what do we need to do? We have some set of chapters in JEE Main. So right now we'll focus only on those chapters for JEE Main only. We will not go for the advanced, and we will not go for the entire syllabus now. Just focus on JEE Main, because JEE Main exams are quite near. What we have to do, there are so many chapters, and every chapter has some connectivity with the another chapter, and you will find some of these chapters that I have clubbed them in a particular group. So these basically group will give you the idea of so many connecting topics, just like mole concept, electrochemistry, redox reaction. These have so many concepts which are very much common, such as concentration part, such as molarity, and especially normality part and titration part. So this is something which is very common in electrochemistry, redox, mole concept, like that. Anyways, we'll move from here. During my preparation, we will try to cover all the essential topics of chemistry, whether it is physical, inorganic, we'll cover all, while leaving the room for plenty of other subject and mock tests. This is what our target. What we have to do is we have to save our time for other subjects also. So please be patient, watch this video till the end, and you will come to know what is this strategy. How do I call it a block strategy? What is the meaning of a block? So we just need 3 hours a day. What I need is 3 hours a day for every one of you, and you can manage other things also apart from your 3 hours. You can manage anything, other subjects also, other things also. Now let us come to the block number 1. Block number 1 is that block which contains so many common topics between these chapters. What you need to do is you should start your preparation from November 3rd week, because this video, whenever you are watching this video has already launched in the 2nd week of the November. You may start the preparation from 3rd week, or you may start it from today also. So what you need to do is you should cover mole concept, because mole concept has so many common topics. Number 1 chapter is mole concept. Number 2, you should go to redox reaction, because this is highly common to mole concept. Number 3, you should go to, number 3 you can pick solutions, because solutions contains common topic between them as concentration. And number 4 should be your electrochemistry, because right after redox reaction and so many concepts of redox are repeated into electrochemistry. Now we have most viable topics. Most viable topic means those topics which have been frequently asked in the examinations, and from there question will definitely come. So if you do not have too much of time and you want to save your time, cover these topics specifically, because these topics are the one from which the questions will definitely come. Without any doubt, calculation of number of moles, interconvergence of the particle mass volume at STP, limiting reagent, concentration term. Solution, we have colligative properties and Van't factor, from which question may come. Concentration part is already covered in the mole concept, so we do not need to repeat the same thing for solution. Then we have redox reaction, we have electrochemistry, and these are the important topics that we have to follow. I will also provide this PDF in the link of the description of this video, so that you can get to these things very quickly and you can make your own timetable according to this block strategy. Now what you need to do, how you are gonna to cover this particular block 1 for 3rd week of November. So guys, I would require these points from you. What you can do, just quickly revise the chapter and try to make the short notes out of it. Your short note will not be longer than a single page. 1 page, 1 chapter, every single formula, every single important chemical reaction. If there is a important mechanism inside it, involved in it, then you may use that. Some naming reaction is there, you may use that. Try writing everything in one page. You are not supposed to write down the derivations, mechanisms in that way, like unnecessarily, which is not even required, not even asked in the exam. Especially in JEE Main, so many mechanisms are not asked, so you can feel free. Just simply learn the reaction, and you must know what reagents are used, what product is formed, like that. Then you have to complete at least 30 to 40 questions every day. These 30 to 40 questions should be the quality questions. These questions should be variety of the questions. It shouldn't be a particular topic that you are covering with easy questions. That will not work. And especially try P by Qs. This is my suggestions. These 30 to 50 questions can also be your P by Qs, because P by Qs are highly important. Try focusing on the previous 5-year P by Q, because they are the latest one, and this kind of pattern will be followed in future also. So that is the tip that you need to follow for every single block. So that was your block 1. Now I'll come to the block number 2. Second block starts at the end of November month, where you are going to cover chemical equilibrium. First, cover chemical equilibrium. Number 2, cover ionic equilibrium. Number 3, cover chemical kinetics. Here are the written some important points of these. Important topics from chemical equilibrium will be law of mass action and equilibrium constant, application of Kp-Kc, and Le Chatelet principle, very commonly asked. Then we have ionic equilibria. What is asked in ionic equilibria? Calculation of pH of weak acid and weak base, and also strong acid and strong base is also. Salt hydrolysis, buffer solution, solubility and solubility product, and their formula. So this is a huge chapter. You got to make simple list of the formula, make proper presentation, make proper listing, make proper what should I call it, some use particular abbreviations, some short forms that will help you a lot, okay, in memorizing every formula. Sequence should be followed. Then we have chemical kinetics, and very important, like one of the very important chapter from 12th class, and every year some questions come from chemical kinetics. So rate of reaction, rate laws, order, molecularity, integrated rate laws, very important part. And then Arrhenius equation and collision theory combined is asked. So that is what we can cover. Then in your December week, December's first week, you can start the block number 3. And block number 3 contains these particular chapters. These chapters are atomic structure. Then first cover atomic structure. With the end of atomic structure, you have electronic configurations. That gives you periodic table. Modern periodic table you need to study. Then after studying modern periodic table, you will come to some periodic properties that will be repeated in the P block and DNF block. That is how you can cover all. These are some important set of topics that you need to cover. And P block and DNF block, both of them have the similar kind of topics involved in it. Some important general characteristics, their periodic properties, and their physical and chemical properties, and anomalous behavior of the first member. And this is only in P block. This is not followed in the DNF. Atomic structure, these are some important points. Modern classification of elements, periodic classification of element contains this topic. Block number 4 will start from the December 2nd week. You are now entered to December 2nd week. Here what you can do is, gaseous state is, although gaseous state might not be a part of your syllabus because gaseous state has been eliminated out, but its application comes in thermodynamics. Its application comes in complete physical chemistry, and you use this equation, ideal gas equation, P equals to nRT. So what my suggestion is, you can skip the real gas part, liquefaction of gases wala part. What you can continue with these topic. In gaseous state, cover gas laws. Gas laws are important. Ideal gas equation is very important. And Dalton's law of partial pressure is something that is used in so many ways. In solution also, in Raoult's law, we use this part in order to calculate out the composition of vapor phase for a mixture of solution. And then kinetic theory of gas is something which is very important and useful in thermodynamics. Then thermodynamics is here. Guys, thermodynamics, you are need to cover general terms of thermodynamics. Heat and work is very important. First law, second law, then Gibbs energy and spontaneity. These formulas are very important. Delta G is equals to delta H minus T delta S. Believe me or not, definitely a question will come from this equation this year. Then first you got to cover this, second is thermodynamics, and third is thermochemistry. We have block number 4, and now we have entered to December 3rd week. December 3rd week, we have chemical bonding. Now we have entered to inorganic chemistry. So chemical bonding, right after finishing chemical bonding, the similar chapter is coordination compound that you can cover 1, 2, and third one is the analytical chemistry, where you need to segregate the cation and anion in their respective groups. Also study their preliminary and confirmatory tests, which is very important, and that is what it carries. If we talk about the important properties out of this chapter, so chemical bonding has the MEP topic, but like most viable product of this topic is Lewis dot structure. These have been asked previously. In fact, in JEE Advanced this year, one question came from which was very easy question, came from the Lewis dot structure. Type of chemical bond, VBT hybridization, VSEPR, bond parameter, bond length, bond angle, like that. Dipole moment, molecular orbital theory, and hydrogen bonding and intermolecular bonding. We have coordination compound. IUPAC naming is sometimes asked, and Werner theory, valence bond theory. We have crystal field theory, colors and magnetic properties, organometallic compounds in metal carbonyls, bonding in metal carbonyl as synergic bonding, isomerism, and uses of the complexes, very important. Analytical chemistry, if we talk about, we have some set of cation and anion, for which you have to study the preliminary and confirmatory test. That is what you need to do. This is your block number 5 and December 3rd week. So guys, till December 3rd week, you have total 5 weeks you have spent. Now you will be having the 6th week, and believe me, 6th week will be probably the last week. 7th week you will finish everything. So how conveniently, how efficiently you can use your time, and your given time can be very much useful, because what you need to do is utilizing properly this duration or this span of like 60 days, the plan which I have come up with, and this 6 to 7 weeks contains this much number of days only. So now we have this block 6, which is like the last week of December, and right after that you will be facing your exam in January, end week of the January, last week of the January. So my plan is up to January 1st week. GOC, now we have started organic chemistry. I am right now teaching you. My playlist is separately made here. You can go through the playlist. I have given you GOC day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, what you need to cover there. Reaction mechanism, followed by hydrocarbons, followed by alkyl halide, aryl halide, then alcohol, phenol, ether. Every chapter in a very sequence way. You can find it on this channel only. So subscribe the channel right now mandatorily. One is GOC, number 2 is the I'll go for number 2 is the isomerism. Number 3 is your practical in organic chemistry, where you can cover all the qualitative and quantitative tests for carbon, hydrogen, and heteroatoms present in organic compound. Then reaction mechanism could be your 4th part, because right after that 12th class chemistry will start. Then reaction mechanism, you all need to cover the substitution and elimination reactions and their types. Some idea should be there for ARS and reactions as well, and basic mechanism you got to carry with. Then we have GOC. GOC IUPAC nomenclature is important. These days questions have been asked. Classification of organic compound must be known. Electronic effects and the applications. Application is in terms of acidic strength, basic strength of the compound, stabilities of carbocation, carbon ion, and carbon free radical, reaction intermediate and stability, rearrangement in the carbocation. We have isomerism. Isomerism contains structural and stereo, and both of them are highly important as far as the concern of JEE Main, because stereo sometimes is covered in 12th class, structural comes in the 11th standard itself, but both of them are highly important. Now we have last week our 7th, this block number 7th, where January 1st week and 2nd week has already started yours, and remaining number of chapters have to be covered there. Hydrocarbons will be your first priority right after GOC. Then you can start haloalkane, haloarine, because you already have covered reaction mechanism. Then you can go for alcohol, phenol, ether, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid. This is the most vast chapter, the biggest and the huge chapter in chemistry, in organic chemistry. Hydrocarbon, this is what you need to contain: alkane, alkene, alkyne. Especially the reactions come or questions comes from the majorly from alkene, so need to cover these points. Then haloalkane, haloarine, we already have covered the reaction mechanism part. The majority of the reactions will be common over here, because characteristic reactions of haloalkanes is the elimination and substitution also only. Aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, the same thing we need to follow: their preparation reactions, chemical reactions, important naming reactions, and uses of the compound. Finally, the third week where our exam is about to start in next week. Right before 1 week, we are finishing our complete syllabus. Remaining of the organic chemistry you can cover over here. Amines is one chapter. Naming reactions you can specially mark down and make up one page all naming reaction. Believe me, there are lump sum of around 25 to 30 naming reactions that you can do. And biomolecules is the another chapter that you can cover at the last, because there is something rote learning part which you can cover at the end only, so that you can learn it or you can memorize it properly. These are the set of reactions that we need to cover, because from these reactions so many questions have been asked previously. Coming to amines, we have basicity of 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree that we have already covered in application of electronic effects in GOC day 2 challenge. Preparation of chemical properties of amine, diazonium salt, coupling reactions, these are the important part. Now biomolecules, we have classification of carbohydrate, amino acid and protein, vitamin, nucleic acid and hormones. Bit idea you must take about these. Carbohydrate is the most viable product here because it contains majority of the portion from biomolecule. That is it everyone. Keep learning from us, subscribe our channel, and such kind of videos, such motivational things will keep on coming to you. And I have belief in you. You people can do it because I also did it. Believe me, this is not just a strategy, it's a proven strategy, it's a proven recipe that I followed, and it literally worked for me. It will definitely work for you also. All the very best, guys.